Yes, hello, hi guys. Uh, we're going to do some. We're going to do the summary of the book of SPSS. We shall launch the IDM. It's called the IBM. The reason why it's called IBM, not SPSS, it's because IBM took over from SPSS. Yet IBM took over, and it's the one in control now. Though most people still call it SPSS, but it is fine. So we are going to look on SPSS. So we are going to start when you open the IDM, or if you open this software, the SPSS software, this is how it will display, the way you see it. Then it will bring you new database or new data query, but don't select new data query because the query, that means you already have some data that you are going to use, but you already have a data set, you get, if you go for the database query. But here we shall just go for the new data set because that's what we want. And if you already have some files or some data set that you already done or did some time back, you just open other file, you get, that means you already have it. But here you just double click or left click, just double click this. Now if you double click it, this is how it will appear, you get. It appears like Excel. If you have ever used Excel, that's how it appears. Then here up we have what we call the okay, let me first explain the software, the function. We have what we call untitled to dataset 1. This one at the top IBM's SSP what. This means that this is the title. This is the title bar. You get? What do I mean by a title bar? This is the title of my project that I'm going to be doing. Great. Now, for example, let me say gender in NYU class, in master's class. I will say, okay, let me consider performance of students in NYU class in statistical methods and statistical analysis or methods. Here I will just say performance of master's class at Metropolitan University in statistical methods. You get it? Performance of master's class at Metropolitan University in statistical methods. If it can be my title here, or my title can be anything of your choice, you get. Then we have what we call the menu bar. This menu bar, it has got different things, you get. New, if I say new, I'll be going to a new data set. If I say open, I'll be opening an already data that I did some time back, you get. Import, that means I'll be importing already done data to this. I don't know if you have got me. I'll be importing some data that had already been done sometimes back, you get. Now this Excel in what, this CSV data, that mostly it's for phone calls, data text data, you can search about that, all that. If you want to save, you save this, you save it from here. That this is the menu bar. It just lists the menus for you. Then we have what we call this is called the tool. Yeah, the toolbar, or the toolbar or icon bar whatsoever. We have the file, we have save, we have print, we have graphs, undo, redo, undo graph, this undo data grid. This is variables, also variable stuff. This one, the reason why these other things are not, or these icons are not active, it's because we have no data. You get? Nothing has been inserted in this. We have no data yet. That's why it's inactive. So if you insert in data, it will be active. Yes, then we have the status bar. Yes, the status bar is here down, so the bottom. The status bar, it just tells you if you are ready to go on with the work. You proceed. If you are in progress, if this status bar shows it's not ready, that means it is inactive. It won't work. You won't be able to edit. You're getting. Then we have the data grid. This is the data grid. This is the data grid. All this is the data grid. As you all know, data grid consists of columns and rows, such stuff. Then what we are going to do, we are going to code our data. I don't know if you understand the word coding, the data. Not the other coding of the IT guys, but the coding of data in SPSS. It means categorizing of variables. You get? What do I mean by a variable, guys? Hope you know what a variable is. A variable, that can I tell me? Okay, a variable can refer to a person. You get? A variable can refer to anything. A variable can refer to a place. A variable can refer to a thing, anything. You get? Anything that is a phone is a variable. A person is a variable. Why do I say a person? Now, for example, let us speak Dr. Kimisi. Dr. Kimisi is a variable. Why? Because Dr. Kimisi is measurable. You can measure Dr. Kimisi's height. You can measure his age. You get, Yes, it's a variable. Numbers are variables. Yes, okay, person is a variable. Give an example of Dr. Kimisi. You can measure his height. You can measure his weight. You get, That's why is a variable. A place is a variable. Now let us say metropolitan. Metropolitan, you can count students that are in that school. You get, You can measure the performance of students in that school, in that university. You get, that makes it a variable. A university, it is a variable. Yeah, I won't talk much about the variable. Variables, we have types of variable. We have independent variable and dependent variable. Hope you guys know what independent variable means. Okay, in summary, the way I know it, independent variable is the cause. You get? Is the cause. Is the cause, let me say, is the cause of that experiment or of that research you are doing. Then dependent variable is the effect. You get? Is the effect. Now, for example, if I say independent variable is a variable you manipulate in order to affect the outcome. You get? Independent variable, it is a variable you manipulate in order to affect the outcome, or it is the cause. You get it is the cause of our research. Tuleetedde okukola research eyo. Poor performance is independent. You get poor performance of students is independent. Then netugamba we have what we call the dependent. You get dependent is the effect. Yeah, what is the effect of poor performance? You get dependent is they are variables that represents the outcome of an experiment. You getting me? Dependent is the effect of the cause. If you have not got me well, we shall talk about that later. In research, then the person who will explain the research will talk about it. So what we are going to do, I'm going to explain for you these. We have what we call name, we have what we call type, we have what we call width, we have what we call decimals, we have what we call label, then we have what we call values, and we have missing, columns, align, measure, and roll. What you should know about a variable, guys, when you are inserting a variable name, please make sure you should never insert in a space, because variables don't be with a space. Now, for example, if I say, if I put students, if I just put student name, it won't allow me to proceed. Why? Because I have left a space in between here. Hope you guys are getting me. I've left a space in between. It won't allow. As you see, variable name contains an illegal character. That illegal character is the space that I left. Those are the rules of a variable. Those guys who do IT, they know rules of variables. You should never leave a space between any character, when you are doing a variable. You should never write a symbol in a variable. You get? Now, for example, students, these students, symbols like these students, it won't allow. It can't allow symbols. There are different symbols that it allows. Now, for example, what they call it, underscore. It can allow an underscore because an underscore represents space, and it was coded into this software or this application that it can allow an underscore. A variable should never start with a number. Now, for example, if I say 78 student, you get, it can never allow. It's a variable, it cannot start with a number, but it can end with a number. So never start a variable with a number. And first of all, a variable should be unique. You get? Now, if I say student, now let me say student name. If I say student name, let me just make my work neat. Student name, it can never be duplicated to another one because it is a unique key in that data set. Hope you guys are getting me. I cannot write student name again, yet I already have it. You see, it is saying this variable name duplicates an existing variable. You can never make a duplicate of a variable that you have already categorized or that you have already coded. So make sure that you don't duplicate. At least if you have got same variables, you can end them with some number, and it says student number 1, student number 2, or like that. Then we have what we call type. The type, it is just numbers of character. I don't know if you're getting me. type, it is just number, or it is just should I call it a data set. Now for example here, we cannot use numeric. You all know that numeric, they are numbers. Are you getting me? So what we are going to use here, we shall use string or data. Sorry, not data, string. Okay, we shall use string. Why do I use string? Because string, it is a combination of letters, numbers, and different characters. You getting me? So characters here, if I say 8, what do I mean 8? Here, if I say 8 characters, that means I'm going to insert only 8 letters. Now if your name is, it has got 20 letters, it can never. You get? Now if, for example, if you are typing Kaguta Yoweri Museveni, it cannot, because Kaguta Yoweri Museveni has got multiple. If you are inserting the name Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, it has got multiple. It has got more numbers compared to these. You get it? So you say, okay, it is a string. Then width. The width, it is the number of characters, or of what can I say? What I have been saying. Okay, the width, it is the letters you want to be inserted. Now, for example, I said Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, that name has got many letters. Now there, we can say at least let's put 20. You get the width. Then decimal. This one, a character, a string has no decimal. A number tebe gundi. Elinya teribera na decimal. Olirekerayo nga weliri. Label. Label, it is just a description of what you're going to do. What am I going to do? Insert. I'm going to just say MIU student's name. MIU student name. You get? This is going to show MIU student name. That's all about it. Then we go on values. Values, this thing is more important. If I say values, I'm meaning list of valid options. Are you getting me? I don't know if I'm making sense. List of valid options. Why do I say valid options? Now, for example, we can be with age. Age, it can be with a list of valid options. It can be with option 1 or option 2. Option 1, you can be either a woman. Option 2, or you can be a man. You get? We can term it as gender. Gender, we have got female or male. Are you getting me? Then missing. These are the values being used. Just values being used. Let me say, values that are not going to be answered. Just that. You can leave it that way. It's none. Then columns. It is the width of data. Just you can set it to any columns you want. It is the width of data. But it does not affect the data. You get? The columns, it can't affect the data. Then we have the alignment. Where do you want it to be? Do you want it to be in the middle? Do you want it to be at the left? Do you want to be at the right? You get? It is just centering. Then we have what we call measure. Measure. The way you hear it. Measure, we have ordinal and nominal. Hope you guys, you understand what we call ordinal I hope you guys understand what we call ordinal and nominal data or nominal variables. Okay, talking about that, ordinal variable, it is a qualitative variable whose categories represent a label of variables being measured. I don't know if you are clear. It is just okay. Ordinal variable, it is a variable whose category represent a level of variables being measured. You get it? It is the ordinal. Now, for example, education level. What is my education level? What is the level of your satisfaction? Are you full? Oh, you are not. Then the normal data. The normal data, it is just the way you hear it, normal. Normal does not represent any ranking. You get it? It is normal. So this means our data is normal. You just select normal. You don't select ordinal. You select normal. Then we have the rule. Rules Sijimani, but you will search for your own selves what the rule means. So yeah, you see input, target, both, what. Okay, that's that. So hope we have understood what we call, what we insert in here. The name type, we said name type, width, like that. So here, why I said that, I gave you that because we are going to insert a student name, or you can make it a student ID. You get it? It can either be a student ID or it can be a student name. But for here, we are going to use student name. Then we are going to also, okay, let us say research. No, let us say gender. Gender, we are going to consider the student gender. String. Gender is numeric. Why are we going to say numeric? We say numeric for a reason. I'm going to explain why I have left numeric. Width, we can call it 8 because there are a few male, just a few words. Decimals, yes, you can have decimals. No, this has no decimal. Gender, it can't be in decimals. Then measure, level, sorry. Here we shall say students gender. This is the student's gender. Then values. Here that I said last time I was explaining, I said we have one. You can say one value, one. You can call it male. 2, you can call it female. If you have 3, nga ye aina byombi, ekyomusajja n'ekyomukazi, you can also indicate it there. Then after that, you say okay. Now the reason why I said this to be numeric, because I'm just going to select either 1 or 2. Numeric deals with numbers and it also deals with decimal numbers. Can say either 1 or 2. You get here. Then missing, we have no missing data. Then here, our data, you can either put it on left or right. And now let us just put all our data left. Then here, nominal. Is it ordinal or it is nominal? Is it ordinal or nominal? Is it ordinal or nominal? But you can leave it as scale. But most times you call it ordinal. You get? You call it ordinal. Or you can even say normal, because it is also a normal data. It is just normal. You get? Normal data. If you say scale, these are numeric variables that area measuring quality, e.g. distance, weight, area, amount. You get? But here, so let us just call it scale, because it is measure. Why do I say measure? We are going to measure the age. Is it 1 or 2? You get? 1 or 2. Then after that, we are going to, after the age, we are going to go to SES. SES, it is also numeric. Let's call it that. Decimals, yes, they can be with the decimals. Here, let us also put decimal, 2 decimal points. This is the social economic what? Status. Social economic status of a student. You get social economic status of a student. So we are going to grade them in 2 levels. You get? We are going to be, what is the social economic status of a student in Metropolitan University? Mostly we are centering in masters. What is the economic status of Josh? Social economic status of Josh. If I say the social economic status of Josh is 1, that means it is going to be low. You get? If I say it is 1, it will be low. If I say the economic status of Magala, it is 2, that means it is medium. I'm coding. You get? I'm coding my data. I'm just coding. If I say the economic status of Florence is 3, that means it is high. You get? That's the way I'm coding my data. You can name it. You can say let 1 be. You can say let 1 be 2, or let 2 be something. You get? Let 3 be low. Let 2 be high. Let 1 be anything of your choice. After that, you say okay. Missing, we won't be with missing. Right, left. Let's be left. Where left? As right. Left. Okay. I know. Now what is this? It is scale. It is just scale data. You get it? It is just scale data. Then after, we are going to know the learner's status of our student. So I said you don't use space, underscore. Learner's status. Oh, sorry. Learner's type. Learner's type, numeric. Why have I left it numeric? Because I'm going to also grade it. You get? I'm just going to give it values. These values, you can give it the values that you know that they are not multiple, they are not many. You get? Now, for example, if I have 100 data, I cannot come and grade it here. Or unless if I have 10 categorized data, I can also code it here in these variable labels. I can also code it, but here I'm going to say if someone is 1, if someone is 1, that means that person is slow. You get? If I select Josh as 1, I'll say that his learner's type is low. Yet, then if I say 2, if I say gift is 2, then I'll just say his learner's type is fast. You get? Just the way I code it. If I say 2, that means gift's learner's type is fast. If I say 1, that means Florence's learner's type is slow. You get? Just the way you code it is the way it will appear. Then I don't here you label. You just put students learners Students learners status, just that. You can just call it that. Or just status or type, anything of your choice. You get it? You can call it anything of your choice. This is what? Scale. We just leave it scale or normal. You get? I say scale. Scale deals with the numeric data. You get? Data with the decimals. That's scale. Ordinal, also ordinal deals, normal deals with every sort of data. That's then after that we are going to look at research. Some course units we are going to look at research methods. Oh, okay. We call it read. We shall look at read. If I say read, reading marks, they are numeric. They are numeric. You get? Yes, they can be with a width of 8. Decimal, it can be decimal. We call it score of student in reading. You get? Score of students in reading. We cannot put values here. Why? Because a student may score multiple values. So students score different values that you cannot grade. A student can score 70, another one can score 20, another one can score 80, like such. So we can't grade their data. We just leave that blank. We are just going to insert it on. So we are not going to select. Missing, we won't have any missing. Then here we shall also call it scale. Why do we call it scale? Because it has got some decimals. You get it? Then reading, then we have got writing. Writing, what is the status of writing? It is numeric, the marks of writing. Then we have got a score in writing. Score in writing. We cannot categorize it. We can call it scale. You get it? Then what else? What was the writing? We had writing and what? Writing and math. Then we have math. Math. Science, math. Scores. Those are scores. Scores in math. You get it? We can't grade. Just call it any scale or what. Then here we have finished to code our data. This is what we call coding of data, categorizing of data. Here this means this, I have been categorizing my data. Type, I have categorized it to string. Width, I have categorized it to 20. Decimals, no, don't put decimals. Label, I have categorized to MIU students. Name. Then values, I have not categorized it. Now, miss, I haven't categorized it, I have categorized it to normal. You get? That's categorizing your data. That's coding your data. I have coded it like this. That's the way I have coded my data. Then I want to view what I have coded so that I start inserting my data. You get? Then this is what I have been coding. I've been coding this, I've been coding this. Whatever you code as a name, you get? Whatever you code here in this row, it's what appears up here in this row up. So that means here I will insert in the student of, now for example, I can say Florence. Florence. I can say Florence is a word. I graded them to either 2 or 1. 1 is for female. You get? Florence is a female. Then I will say, what is the socio-economic status of Florence? I can say the social status is 1. You get? What is the learner's type? Her learner's type, I can say it is 2. You get? What is the marks that he scored? I can say 10. You get? In writing, I can say 20. In math, I can say 15. You get? So that means I have inserted data of Florence. Are you getting me? Then I can insert data of Gibson. Gibson. Gibson is what? It's a female. You get? What is socio-economic status of Gibson? We said it can either be low, it can either be high, or we can say it is 3. You get? Then learner's type, you can say it is 1. Then what is the reading? I can say it is 11. Then what of this? I can say it is 12. What of this? I can say it is 13. Then we go to, you insert in multiple people, multiple data of students that you want. Just a break, then I'll come. Okay, then, so our data has been inserted. You get? We have inserted in our data. So the question is, what are we going to compute? We are going to look for the frequency. You get? They may ask you, what is the mean? What is the mean of gender of students? The mean of gender of students. Now, to calculate or to compute the frequency, you just come to the analyze. You see, analyze. You're going to analyze our data. You get? After inserting in all your data as you see it, then after you're going to come and you analyze it. In analyzing, we are going to go to descriptive statistics. You get? Descriptive statistics, we are looking for what? We are looking for frequency. You get? We go to the frequency. You click on frequency. What are you looking for? The frequency of what? Obvious case, you can never look for a frequency of a name. We shall look for the frequency of gender. Now we shall, if you click gender as a variable, you point on this arrow so that you can go on this side. You can say this, we want the gender of all the students. Hope I'm clear. We want the gender of students. We can say, I want the gender and I want the learner's type of the students and I want the economic status of the students. What do you want? You say statistics and you say, I want the mean, or I want the median, or I want the mode. You get? I want the mode of gender. I want the mode of gender, then I want the mode of learners, I want the mode of economic status of the students at metropolitan master's class. You get? After that, I can also say I want the standard deviation. You can also click on this if you want the standard deviation. If they have asked you for the quantiles, it's also here. If they ask you for the percentage, it's also here. If they have asked you for the this or whatsoever, but if they ask you for this, you just say continue. After continue, they may ask you even a chart. You get? You come here to chart. You say, which chart have they asked you? I want a bar chart, or I want a pie chart, or I want a histogram. Anything of your choice. After that, you say continue. After continuing, you say okay. It is now going to bring you the output. Are you getting me? The output of what you have done. Now this is the output. They have brought us the output of this. Hope you have seen. You are seeing students gender. They are 15. You getting? There is no redundant data. Students learners type, they are 15. Student social economic status of a student, they are 15. Then we want the mean. What is the mean? The mean is it is 20. Sorry, it is 1.5333 of gender. Then the mean, what is the mean of learners type? It is 1.4. What is the mean of socio-economic status? It is 1.7. Then median. What is the median of? It is 2. Median of that, it is 1. Median of that, it is 2. You get? Then they want the mode. What is the mode? The mode is that and that. What is the standard deviation? Here we made a mistake. We cannot calculate the standard deviation of that. Then it also categorizes for you in short terms. It brings the different things. Now, for example, here it is this, it is this, it is this in different types. Then we have the chart. We asked for the chart. This is the chart. You're getting me? This is the chart. So this is the chart. Sorry. This one. This is the chart. You get? This is the chart of students learners type. Slow, that students who are slow, they are these. Fast students, they are these. You get? Frequency, sorry, the socio-economic status of students, it is this. You get? This is high, it is high, they are this and this. So we can copy this to anywhere. Copy as. You can copy it as Excel, or you can copy it as an image, or you can copy it as a plain text. Let me, for example, let me put it here. This is how it is if you copy it as a plain text. That means if you copy it as a plain text, you'll insert in tables for it. You insert tables for it if you copy it as a plain text. That is it. This is how it will be. You can be able to edit. Are you getting me? Now what is this for? You can edit this. You can remove that. You can call this, what table is this? What table is that? We can merge the cell, and we say let it be in the middle, and we call this table. What is this table? We call it MIU Masters Class. Masters Class. MIU Masters Class. This is the MIU Masters Class for research. Yet I can name it like that. MIU Masters Class for research. Hope you're getting me. So these are the results that I wanted. This is I wanted the mean. I wanted the mode. I wanted this. Then I never wanted this. You can just trash this. You get? You can just delete. You get? I only wanted this. Then I can come and I say, no, I also wanted the I also wanted the socio-economic chart. Copy as what? As an image? No, copy as Microsoft Graphics, so that you can be able to edit. You can edit it. You getting me? If you copy it like as an image, you won't be able to edit. But if you copy it like Microsoft Word, you can be able to edit it. If you want to edit, you can edit. You can remove. If you made a mistake, economic status or economic type, you can change of a student in master's class for research. For research, you get, for research. Socio-economic type of students in master's class for research. Research what? Research methods. Research methods. We are just getting, this is how it is graded. I think. If you want to edit also these ones, you can edit anything you want. If you want to delete it, you can delete. You get, this is how it is done. I don't know if I'm clear, but then we can also, so these results, you can now save them. You getting me? This is my output. I can save it. You getting? I can save my output. Now I'm going to look for desktop so that I can save it there. Okay. I'm going to create a folder. I've created a folder and I'm going to call it MIU research class for SPS. You get, I open. Then I'll call, this is my output 1. This is my output 1. I can name it what? If you name it here, it will also change here. So which output is this? I'm going to call it mean mode and median of students. You get, in MIU master's class. You can name it something simple. Me, I've named it long like this, but you can name it something simple that can simplify your life. After you save, hope you guys have seen that this title, the title bar has changed, as I had told you. If you change it here, it will change. Mean, mode and median of students in MIU master's class. You get, it changed. .spv. It has changed. Then we can come here and we also save our work, because we are not doing our work for nothing. You get it? I don't know if I'm clear. You go to desktop, then you go to MIU research, then we save this as data of students in MIU master's class for research. You get, for research. Then after you say save. So you don't need this, don't save this because we already have. I think you see it has changed. Data of students in MIU master's class for research. It has changed. You get? It has saved our data. Hope I'm clear. So you can also make, you can put this back, you can put this back, you can also drag it back. It should not disturb you. Then we are going to get the mode of the performance of students. You get? We are going to get the performance, and this is going to act. This is going to act as a label. Just a label. So you are going to get mode, no need of getting a standard deviation. Let us just get mean, mode, and mean and whatsoever. Then we go to the charts. What do we want? Pie chart. Let us get a pie chart. The other time we got then we say let it give us the result. This is the result. So as I told you, this is the frequency percentage, valid percentage, then cumulative percentage. You get. See the cumulative frequency, the total. Bonus has one with this percent with that and but calculated in the different whatsoever. In math, we have that with that with that. You get in that. Then this is the. We can also copy this frequency table. We can also copy the frequency table. But no, let us just copy the mean, mode of the. Just copy it as a plain text. So if you copy it as, let us try copying it with Excel and we see if it will allow to be put in here. So if you put it in here, it will bring like that, but you can just insert table. Yeah, we don't need this. As you can just highlight this, then you say merge cells. You get, so that it can be one. Let this be in the middle. Then we say score of students, status. You get the score of students, status. Score in math, that. Mean, median, what? Score in writing, score in that. Then score of students in reading. Name, we don't calculate name. Then we can also pick this pie chart of every one. We copy it in Microsoft so that we can be able to edit it. I think you see it. Bonus represents that, that represents that. So guys, thank you for watching. Nice time. Well, tell me, mate.